Well, hey guys, welcome to Rick and Kelly's recap of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 13, episode 1. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
And I gotta say, I'm excited. Like this,
I like it.
Good show, right?
Oh my God, what a beautiful change. You know, like this is like how OC is in real life. Like what you're watching there, all my friends are like that.
Yeah.
It's like I'm back home. Not watching Trailer Trash, Tammy and Gina on
fake fights, making
fights.
stuff up, not being real, not having like a real story to tell. These are all attractive women with like accomplished, like they're professionals, and there's a lot of to respect there.
There is.
Right?
A lot to respect, and not mean spirited or yelling, and it's a refreshing. It's exciting.
Not that there aren't fights and conflict.
It's a refreshing.
It's like a real TV show, like something you'd want to watch.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like it's all BS, like the last one that we watched, the OC, just felt forced.
You know what it feels like? I feel like when I watched, just because I guess I know them. I know Gina. She's just like one of those girls that's like everybody mom at the park, okay? That you try to dress up with those drag queen eyelashes, but she's still something that you don't like or not. She's not interesting enough.
Well,
Tamara is insufferable. She wants to start things thinking that's a good way of doing a show, and it's not. This is a great representation of how to do a show. Yeah,
and I'm looking forward to recapping each week what happens there. And we're really proud to announce that Ilya Wine, which has been sponsoring our Daily Smash, is now going to be sponsoring our recaps of Beverly Hills. Ilya Wine we love it. It is beyond amazing and wonderful. It's designed in New York because Layla Joy Williams, who created the wine, was in New York in the fashion industry for many years. But she lives in Spain now, and this is where she makes the wine. And it is made with Spanish grapes, and it is fantastic. In fact, let's cheers to it right now.
Cheers. Isn't that funny that everyone hates Teddy Mellencamp, and she gets invited to Watch What Happens Live? I mean,
was that her on there with Kyle?
I have a way bigger audience than she does. And she is invited back all the time. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because she's woke.
Perhaps.
I don't know.
But more on Ilya Wine. You can get yours at Ilya.com.
You know what? Don't be woke. Drink Ilya Wine and support a small business.
Yeah.
Make things happen for the small ones. It's a great product. It's amazing.
You're going to want to drink this next week when you watch the next recap, and it'll be delivered right to your front door at a 20% discount. Just go to Ilya.com and use the discount code Rick and Kelly 20. Get 20% off. Ilya Wine, or you know what? They have a new wine club, subscription wine club. You can get it every month, 2 months, 3 months, delivered to your door. You pick the bottles, or they'll send you a bundle. Highly recommend it. We hope you'll try it. Support a small business and get yourself some great wine.
And Layla Jones, if you
Layla Joy Williams.
Yeah, Layla Joy Williams. Google her. She's beautiful. She's actually friends with Sutton.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. So it's appropriate that, and when she comes back to the States for a visit, I'm sure she's going to visit Sutton, and we're going to see her too.
Yes.
One other note before we get to the show itself and break it down. Blue Mean is back.
Oh yeah. Oh, you guys, because I use this every single night. No lie. When I do the M sculpt on my butt, the cool tone on cosmetic care, this is exactly what it does for your face. It's a skin gym. You guys have to get this. It actually went down. They just got more. They made more.
Yeah, we sold this before.
And I sold out.
Our subscribers sent us rave reviews, by the way, including Cynthia David, who said, I got mine when you first promoted it, and I can't believe the difference in the appearance in my skin. It is amazing. Thank you for sharing how you keep yourself looking great.
It's true.
What does it feel like?
Feel warm? It's like a little massage, but I do it to the end. You guys have to do it till it stops. It's amazing.
SCH Cake said, I love my Blue Mean. I also got 3 more for my daughters. There are a lot more testimonials.
Everybody, if you read my comments on my Smash and on my Instagram, everyone loves it. It's a great Christmas gift. get them now. They sell out of them like that.
And
they just made more. So.
As Kelly mentioned, they sold out last time. They're restocked. She gets a discount that she passes on to you. They're usually $150. You can get yours for $79, but only for the first 100 people who click the link in the description for this show. So go to the link, go to the description of the show, click on the link for Blue Mean, and you can get yours for just $79 each. And you got some of the gifts for people.
I got it. Yeah, they love it. But what's so great about this is that I do it at night when I'm watching TV, and I put my product in, and it pushes the product down into the dermis, and you wake up looking glowy, fresh. It's amazing. You guys, I would never ever sell this to you if it didn't work. I use it every night before I go to bed. I love it. And it's such a great gift, and it's very inexpensive. It's like $79 now.
Yeah.
$79. You can't get a new face. A new face at Nordstrom's is $200. You can't get a one of these, all these different kinds of lights, that do different things for your skin, tighten pores, clean your like this.
And people are always talking about how great your skin looks.
I'm telling you guys.
Okay.
Do it.
Well, there you go. That's Blue
Skin
Mean.
gym.
Now on to Beverly Hills. So they open the show with sort of a ominous music, and they're talking about Kyle and Mauricio splitting up, and obviously that's going to be a big storyline this season. Erika apparently has a new show in Vegas. Kyle gets a tattoo of her alleged girlfriend, and that's like a precursor for the last scene where her husband realizes she has more tattoos than he knew she had.
Right.
And I want to get to that in a minute. But the first scene was Dorit and PK at home, and apparently there's trouble in that paradise as well.
Well, it just looks like, I mean, when I first started the show, she started too, and we have the same producers. And I remember Thomas Kelly coming in, and my mom was there, and because they started first, and I was second. And I'm like, oh, what do you think of Dorit? Because I was my first year, and it was her first year.
Yeah.
And he goes, I think that guy is a big shyster. Like, he's like, like they have a weird relationship. Like, she married him for money, and she was old when she had babies. She's exactly my age. She was born in 75.
Huh.
And she has little kids. So it was like she went into this marriage for money and to have babies because she did in vitro. So the guy's a player. I mean,
we've heard stories about that.
He dated Rachel. You
could tell.
Yeah, you could tell. Which I'm gonna get her on here. So we can ask her about that.
Yeah, we want to have her on.
The guy's a big partier. He's kind of a shady business guy.
And then
allegedly.
Sutton said she heard a rumor that he had a woman in the car with him when he was pulled over for drunk driving. You heard that?
Oh, I heard that. I spent time with Eve, had a big show on her talk show, and she invited me and Dorit, and Dorit couldn't have been lovelier. She was a nice
She seems
person.
like a nice person. I don't know her. Then Eagle Woman visits Dorit and PK and some of the other ladies to as a precursor to some ceremony she's going to do. And Garcelle was skeptical of the name, and then you pulled up.
I have a friend named Running Bear. I do. I'm like, I'm going to pull you up. This is my friend.
Running Bear Ramirez.
Yes, Running Bear. That's his name.
Yeah.
This guy, Running Bear, he's a Native American and casino money. Loaded.
At some point, Dorit says...
And he didn't get mad that I wore my Native American attire, and I'm 30% Native American.
Yeah, I feel like you have a right to do that.
Of course I do. And I'm not going to. I am, and I did.
Dorit says she invited the girls on a retreat, and they were all very open to it. And Kelly goes, yeah, because they're getting paid.
Yeah, because they're getting paid to do it, and they have to do it.
So they all go to Malibu, and then they replay Erika saying, I don't give a you-know-what about anyone else but me. And she's still on the show. She doesn't give an F about anyone.
I say it's God's way of thinning the herd because someone pissed me off, okay? Like, oh, you're wearing masks, blah, 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 blah. Okay, all right. It was kind of like a joke.
Yeah.
But obviously, I didn't mean to hurt people. I didn't kill people.
But she said that repeatedly, that she doesn't care about anyone else but herself.
And I am the one who is the worst person on earth.
Well,
whatever.
We already know this far worse than you. And
this chick is far worse than I am. I have empathy, and she didn't even know what empathy was.
Oh, we got to get to that. That's in my notes. Erika claims she lost weight taking hormones.
I've taken hormones. Everyone knows I did the bioidentical pellets. I haven't lost a freaking pound. All right?
You said it was just another lie.
It's another lie.
Eagle Woman does a dance, and they're sitting in a circle in Malibu and learning about the eagle, and then they do a flashback, and I didn't know about this, but Erika, at I guess it was BravoCon, the last one, predicted that Dorit and PK would be the next to split, and Dorit's like, she's pissed.
Yeah.
And then Erika just sits there and goes, well, what's the state of your marriage? Or, you know. Like,
I was BravoCon for the first. I've been on there for 5 years. That girl, what's her name? That Teddy Mellencamp?
Yeah.
She's getting invited. Dorinda's went on pause. They get invited. I think that is discriminatory. Whether it is political or either I'm Mexican or something. I think it is BS that I have not been invited. I won many awards on What Happens Live for being the best housewives. There's got to be something there.
Well,
and not that I'm going to go because I have to go to a
wedding. Oh my God, you didn't put your microphone on. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that, guys. I hope you can hear her. I'll crank mine up.
You can hear me. I'm loud.
But I don't think there's any question it's political discrimination.
It's discrimination.
I think it's about your politics.
Of course.
Okay.
What else would it be?
So Dorit challenges Erika.
I mean, you guys would feel bad if you were a part of something for 5 years and everybody else gets fired and they get invited back, but you didn't.
You have every right.
You would feel like you were either discriminated against or something like that.
Like, what the hell's up?
Yeah, why
are they going? And I'm not that we couldn't go anyway because we have a wedding that weekend down in Florida, but. You have every right to be angry and upset about it.
Right. Well, how come I'm not? Why? What is that? You know,
contributed.
every single, you know, like your daughter said, oh, you don't know what it's like to be discriminatory. Yes, I have. I've been discriminated against ever since I was a little kid, okay? I look like the only Mexican, dark hair, black hair, dark skin amongst a bunch of white kids. I feel like this as an adult. Like I'm still
sorry
like that.
about that, honey. I'm sorry that you're dealing with that now.
Yeah. It's the same kind of feeling. And then you have the white people. You have the white people out there that are calling other people out. You guys don't know how it feels. Okay,
That's exactly how it feels. We need to get back to recapping this show.
Okay, go ahead. My rant.
Erika asked Dorit if her marriage is strong, and I thought that Dorit's answer was less than convincing. It seemed to me that Dorit's marriage is not strong, and she knows it.
Right.
But she still had a reason. I would think you would agree that she still had a reason to be mad at Erika for parading around BravoCon and talking about her like that.
But that's what's so disgusting about that, right? It's like you get pinpointed against for your job. She doesn't have any other recourse but to do that. Yeah. They pin you against each other, and it's quite disgusting.
I agree.
You know what? I wouldn't mind pinning that Tamara down.
Erika starts crying and apologizes for some of it. Kyle hugs her, and then Kyle brings up her mom's alleged comments that everyone was so shocked by, and she starts crying.
You mean her sister?
Yeah.
Not her mom.
Oh, I said her mom. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then you said, well, they're all actresses.
Well, that's what everybody that I know from. That's what all the producers said. They're all actresses. You don't know. They're all performers. They're all actresses.
Not to take anything away from the show.
Even Crystal Minkoff told us that.
But not to take anything away from the show.
No. I love it, and we're here to watch it as entertainment. Yeah. It is entertainment, whether they're actresses or not. I don't care at this juncture. I find this show to be entertainment.
Very much so. Kyle talks about a relationship with her sister. Mm-hmm. And Sutton says she just wants everyone to be better friends, and they have a group hug.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
You know, they started out, it starts out friendly. They're trying to build a cohesive relationships around each other. It's nice to see. But instead of hearing Tamara yelling and fighting every single time. Now, listen, Tamara got fired for her performance on this show. I got fired for political reasons. Why did they put Tamara back on this show? Why? She sucked before, hiding in the bushes. She sucks now. Why don't they just fire her and get? I can give you a laundry list of people that I know that are inspirational, like these girls on Beverly Hills that could do a great job on this show, but they don't want to pick them.
We meet Sutton's assistant, Avi, at her house. She talks about horses. Jennifer Tilly then enters the picture. Jennifer Tilly shows up at Sutton's store. And Sutton's
Jennifer
talking.
Tilly looks awful. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, oof.
She talks
like you're an actress. Like
she's on Jeff Lewis a lot.
She was cute back in the day. And Chucky, she was adorable.
Yeah.
To see somebody let themselves go, especially an actress, you're like,
Yeah.
why? You're adorable.
Sutton talks about financial autonomy and financial freedom, that she's doing well, I guess, with her business. And then we learned that she was getting $300,000 a month in spousal support.
I'm sorry, but brick and mortars, especially that high end, you're not making that much money.
No.
No. Nope.
Yeah, the economy's changed pretty dramatically.
No. Especially in LA. No, you're not. And they're never even open, by the way. Ask Doug Budin.
Then
She's
Erika,
making money from her spousal maintenance from her husband from Pimco. Pimco's here in Orange County, right here in Newport Beach.
Yeah.
Her husband is an investment banker, very, very well-to-do, and he is giving her the money that she deserves. And good for Sutton, you know? That's good for Sutton.
Then Erika's therapist comes over, and they talk about Tom being indicted, and she still claims that she didn't do anything wrong. And then I got to give credit to Crystal's husband. They do a short clip of Crystal talking to her husband, who says she might not have stolen the money, but she certainly spent the money.
Right.
And that's what you were saying all last season, when Erika was denying any responsibility for anything and being so offended that anyone would lump her in with it. You spent $25 million allegedly of victims' money. And once you learned that the victims were fleeced, you wouldn't apologize, you wouldn't give anything back, you just kept defending your actions as being, I didn't do anything wrong.
It was all gifts.
They were gifts.
They were
from my
just
husband.
gifts.
But your husband stole the money. So, I mean,
Let's just get to, Erika Jayne does look freaking good. She looks good skinny. Wow. She's a wowzers.
she looks a lot better.
Wow. She looks amazing.
She says she's off Lexapro, but she also claimed that she was not on Ozempic, I believe.
She's on a semi-glutide, okay? Because hormones don't make you lose weight. My mom's over here. She's like, hormones don't make you lose weight.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
My favorite part, though, was when the therapist tells Erika that she's going to need to have empathy for people, and she was like, where does that come from, and how do I get it?
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't have it in her to have empathy for anyone else.
I do.
All she cares about is herself.
Yeah.
It's remarkable.
I don't understand why people, I like watching Erika Jayne. I'm not going to lie. I do. I like looking at her clothes.
I like the way she talks, and she's like so smug, and she doesn't really give a shit. Like, you know,
I mean, she's a character.
Keep going. That was good.
that's how she talks. I don't even know what empathy is. What is empathy? Putting yourself in other people's shoes? What is that?
She is a character. You don't have to like everybody, but she is somebody that you want to not like.
Well, she's a villain, right?
She's a villain.
The one you want to hate.
You want to hate her.
But not everyone hates her.
Because she doesn't care about anybody but herself. Well, that's how she is. And she'll do anything and everything to get some money from anyone. But
That's good. That's good.
I want to watch her, even
Yeah.
though she's a villain. I mean, she's something you want to watch. Tamara is trash. Like, you don't want to watch. She's a villain, but you don't want to watch her 'cause she's just nasty. She's gross.
Okay, and then Kyle visits PK and Dorit, and Kyle tells him she's been sober for 7.5 months. You thought she looked better with brown hair?
Dorit, I think she looks better.
I thought you were talking about Kyle.
No, Kyle's always had brown hair.
Oh, okay.
No, Kyle always looks great.
I don't
Kyle looks like $1 million. I feel sorry for Kyle. I feel like she's going through a midlife crisis. I feel like she's going through something, there's something there.
She's going through something. Dorit talked about PK spending a lot of time in London and her thinking she and PK might not
You know
make
what? You know why he's spending a lot of time in London?
And then Kyle...
He's boinking somebody else in London.
Well,
people just don't leave all the time. You leave because you have other relationships elsewhere. Like women... and I don't think she really even cares. I don't think...
It's a little weird.
It's not like she's
got 2 little kids at home.
I don't think she's even boinking that guy. He looks like a grandpa compared to her. Let's just be honest. There's no way she's getting horny for that. See, I get horny for you, but I don't. There is no way in hell. Ugh.
Okay. Kyle.
He's like that doctor I did, which I didn't even like have.
PK is. Let's be clear about this. You're not talking about me.
No,
Not
no,
this
you're
stud right
smoking
here.
hot. Like I want to be with you.
Oh, I want to be with you too.
Yeah, like you're my love affair.
Hell yeah. So as Dorit is admitting that she has considered her and PK not making it, Kyle admits the same thing. She's been thinking about her and Mauricio not making it.
Well, the thing of it is too that I loved about this whole thing is that marriages with everybody goes ups and downs, ups and downs. I'm with my friend Ursula today, big baller. I love this chick. Been married. She's like, it's not been easy. Marriage isn't easy. You have to, hold out on the good times. Maybe it sounds like she's going through some kind of mental situation, Kyle, but she's been a good wife, a good mother. Like, it's sad to see this happen on TV because I'm sure it's really hard on her daughters because it's always seemed like they've had a great relationship.
I know. I always thought so. But I'm going to get to that final scene with her and Mauricio in a second. Before we get to that, there was a really cute scene with Garcelle and her two sons.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that. So Garcelle goes down to the beach to have a little picnic, and she gets Jersey Mike's, and she puts it in there, and she starts talking to her boys, teenage boys, teenagers. You can't reason with teenagers. You can't be friends with teenagers. Teenagers are assholes. All of them. No matter what you get.
I was.
I mean, Jolie, no, she's an angel.
She's a good kid.
She's an angel. But I make it clear to her, I am not your friend. I am your parent, and I'm going to parent you first, and this is how it's going to be. Garcelle's a single mom. Well, she has an ex-husband that sounds like he's in the picture and a very good dad. But she's a working mom, and she's trying to do the best to provide for those boys. And sometimes I think when you do a lot, they become ingrates. And in this case, it seemed like this.
Well,
because this little boy.
Hold on. They were talking about splitting time and that they were spending a lot of time at their dad's house. And they had spent a lot more time at their dad's house because she was working.
Right.
So that's what preceded her saying, like, what can we do better? Or how are you guys feeling about things? And that's when her one son, I think it was Jax, said, you weren't there for me when I needed you 2 years ago, and now I don't need you anymore. Now I'm good. I learned everything I need to learn.
No, you still need parenting. Because you're now getting a little bit of independence. Now you're saying, I don't need parenting. No, you still need parenting. And I'm going to parent you. And I'm going to tell you what to do. You're not going to tell me what to do.
Right. You're all grown up now.
Yeah, you're all grown up now.
You know it all like every other teenager.
Yeah.
You know it all. You don't need any advice or any help or any guidance on anything. We're just going to let you run the show.
Well, some parents do. Look at the bros. They did that with their youngest little kid at Ace.
You can't do that, okay?
No.
Kids think they know it all, but they don't.
Right.
They don't have the life experience. They don't have the breadth and wealth of knowledge.
Their frontal lobes aren't developed.
Okay, and then...
but it was sad, right?
Yeah, it was.
Like, it was sad. Like, these little ingrates.
She was upset.
I would have been pissed.
You would have been pissed.
Oh, I would have went like this. I would have said, you're going to do that on camera next time. Do you understand me? You're not going to talk like that about... You, like, praise me. I'm your mom.
The final scene... Kyle and Mauricio are home. He's on the phone in his office. She's trying to get his attention, and he's talking to an assistant or somebody about trips and golf outing and all this stuff. And she's, how long are you going to be on the phone? He's getting annoyed. He gets off the phone. He goes in. They sit down, and he starts like complimenting her, like how great she was.
And she sounds like a spoiled little 15-year-old, like she's 15 years old. Oh, all he does is work. He's on the phone, and. She's acting like she's 15 years old. Like an immature, like acting out, like, like she's she's like reverting back to like a teenager.
Well,
it's actually...
That kind of sounds like the stuff we've been hearing about on social media. But Mauricio looks at her and realizes she has more tattoos than he remembered. He's like, how many tattoos do you have? And she says 5, and she shows him, and he goes, I only knew about 3 of them. And she's like, well, maybe you should pay more attention to me.
Maybe you should
be watching me a little more closely or whatever.
It sounds like they're not having sex.
And then she says she's going to get another one. He goes, no, love bean. no. And she goes, I'll get one if I want one. You don't.
Sounds like a
own me."
15-year-old trying to act out.
She basically told him, F you, I'm doing whatever I want. This is my life, this is my body, I'm gonna do whatever I want. And he was like saying, no, you're not. She's like, yeah, I am.
So the word on the street, okay, because my friend works closely, he's been cheating for years and years and years. And I think, she's finally had it, and it's messed her up a little bit. I think it has. And she doesn't want to split up her family. She doesn't want to split up all the assets. She doesn't want to split up. But I think there is something going on in that relationship. And she's acting out. And we were just talking about this. Like, isn't it weird that 50-year-old women are starting now, like, get tattoos like crazy?
Yeah, it is.
It's weird.
It is. But also, there was a lot of speculation that the relationship that she allegedly has with this younger female singer, is not real, that she's only doing it because
she sponsored her.
She sponsored her, she invested in this girl's career, and she's trying to promote her by pretending to have a relationship with her. And I personally, maybe I'm being duped, but I kind of think there's something there. I don't think she's doing this all for show.
You think a little bit of a scissor sisters there?
I think there's a little scissoring going on.
You think so?
I do, yeah. Because sometimes women find themselves in a different place when they're...
Well, that's what Rick said. Well, look at Bronwyn. She had 7 kids, married for 25 years, and she went lesbo.
Right.
Like, I said lesbo.
Yeah.
Not that it's a slur or anything.
No.
Lesbian.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you can't say lesbian anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, you can say lesbian.
Okay. Lesbian.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I guess it does happen that...
Later in life.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's odd. But I guess, when your husband burns you and you feel like you're so in love, and then all of a sudden he's banging like a screen door in a hurricane around town, he's like the town village bicycle, everyone gets a ride with Mauricio, then maybe you want to go turn lesbian.
Maybe. I do want to say I'm looking forward very much to this season. I hope you guys are going to watch it with us. If you haven't subscribed yet here on YouTube, just hit that subscribe button. But I also want to give you one more thing.
You guys will really enjoy this.
I want to share one more thing with you guys. Kelly and I are launching a new project together. It's something really exciting that supports small businesses here in America, will help our economy, and can help some of you. We need help with our new project. We're looking for a small group of people who are willing to work at least 10 hours extra a week. You got a phone and a computer. You're Canadian or American, or live in the U.S. or Canada, and you have a great work ethic and great attitude. That's all you need. We're having a Zoom call next Monday evening. I'm going to put the description in the link in the description box on the show, and join us for the Zoom. No obligation. You just have to register for it, and then see what you think. These guys are great who are helping us, and we think they can help all of us.
If you're like-minded like us, then it would be a great fit. So
we'll look forward to seeing you guys on the Zoom Monday, and we'll be right back here next week with another recap of episode 2.
Yeah, and drink your Ilia wine.
Oh yeah, cheers, baby.
Bye.